We never asked the Quizard to suck us up into his liminal pit. But every week he sucks us up and we're starting to get tired of it. We don't feed him facts, we'll die, and so we try to satisfy him, even though the guy's a piece of shit. So we learn, we absorb, we do not touch the orphanages of Quizard's Pit.
Oh, we're back in the pit, it looks like.
Oh. Jesus.
Oh, God, I'm tearing the place apart here.
Yeah, we're mad. We're back. I thought it was
back.
a dream.
It's still happening. I think we're in this for the long haul, buddy.
These pants feel like they have a little bit of room at the bottom of them, so I kind of feel like they're
bell bottoms almost.
Bell bottoms would be cool, but no.
We could probably
These are boot cut.
could probably adjust them, get them tailored. I don't know.
Yeah, Quizard. You won't do anything if I ask him, call him Wizard.
Hey, welcome back to the Quizard's Pit. I'm Shane Madej.
And I'm Matt Real.
And each week we get sucked up to the pit and we chit chat and we learn. And that's what this is all. And we teach each other and we teach you and we learn from you. And hopefully the Quizard is satisfied.
We hope that the Quizard is nice.
Pit crew.
Oh yeah, that's the pit crew.
Squad watcher. Obviously, y'all been here since the beginning. Then you were dirty worms. I think you're the
Scaredy
pit.
cats.
Are y'all the pit crew now?
I like pit crew quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the Quizard's Pit. We get here sucked.
We get here sucked.
We get here sucked every single week.
And ready.
And we just kind of goof around until we get a letter from the wizard who tells us our task for the day.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we chit chat. And we tell you that if you haven't subscribed, subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Mm-hmm. Give us a rating on your podcast app of choice. That's all very helpful. And if you'd like to watch these episodes ad-free, you can watch them over on Watcher TV, our app, which is available, on various.
I love the Watcher TV app because you can watch the stuff, but also close it and still listen.
You can still listen.
It's a great podcasting app.
We post these episodes ad-free and early over there at midnight on Mondays. So
that's right.
That's exciting.
Yes.
Another beautiful Monday here on this planet Earth.
It's May.
We're technically not on Earth right
18th.
now, I don't think. Is it May 18th? I'm 40.
You're 40 now. Whoa.
We're recording this a little bit ahead of time, so I'm still at 39. Just go with it. Okay?
What's the difference,
I'm 40.
Yeah.
What is the difference
between 39 and 40? None at all.
I've surely spoken about this on some.
You know what they say? Age is just a number.
Well, that's true.
I think the nasty people say that.
Who says that?
Nasty people.
Oh, perverts?
I think so.
I am getting so many spam calls right now. I think because of politics,
My phone
it's ringing
is
off the
going
hook.
Crazy every day with text messages.
Yeah.
And they're getting pretty good. It's seeming like someone messaging me. Did you see what this idiot did? Stuff like that. And I'm going,
they're like, we know what he I'm 40. I'm 40 years old. And I'll tell you what, I think I've mentioned this before. I do great at this, which is that
being older.
I do great at not lamenting being older.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because I'm going to be 50 someday looking back on today going, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're as young as you'll ever be.
I was there in the pit. Now we're on season 10.
Season 10 of the pit.
With season 10 of the pit. With everyone in 10 years, they'll be like, oh, do you watch the pit? And they'll be like,
talking
with
us.
Matt and Shane.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, why? What else would you think I'd be talking about?
Did you see the episode with
it's a part of the
Bryan Cranston?
Yeah. Cranston came on.
Cranston came on and he was like, something funny. I don't know. What does he do?
I saw, have I ever talked about the play I saw him in?
Jumbo? It's not called Jumbo.
Trumbo? Jumbo. That's that movie where they accidentally spray Cranston with the opposite of whatever they're working with on the miniature wife and he becomes Jumbo.
Honey, I blew up like Cranston.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about Trumbo or whatever you saw him in. What'd you see him in?
I saw him in this play.
That's so stupid.
What the fuck was the play called? It was called, it was something about a sailboat.
Death of a Sailboat?
No. No, it was at the Geffen Playhouse. There was one year where I think a Christmas gift to Sarah, I was like, I got a season pass for the Geffen Playhouse.
That's exciting.
Because it's Gavin Playhouse, for those who don't know, is in West Hollywood. It's in Westwood, which is like Westwood is a cool little.
And a lot of big names go through there.
Oh, yeah.
Cranston.
And then we also saw a performance of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf with Zachary Quinto.
Have you ever gotten to the bottom of that?
Who's Afraid of?
Doing a little Jimmy Glick.
That's good.
Now,
that is very Jimmy
figured
Glick.
it out. Because they keep doing the play.
Zachary Quinto and Callista Flockhart.
Yes.
Who I think was wearing a fake ass.
Okay.
Well, it was just funny because at the end of the show, I wanted to bring it up to Sarah, and Sarah sort of cut me off. She was like, was she wearing a fake ass?
How do you, under a garment?
Yeah.
That's not really none of your business, isn't it?
I guess it isn't. I don't know.
Because if there was
Callista Flockhart's just a fairly sort of wispy person, and she was really like shaking her ass around. I was like, she's shaking that like it's a sort of
like a prop.
Like a prop, yeah.
If there was like a scene where someone mooned someone and it was like really shiny, you're like, is that a fake ass?
I don't think that happens in Who Wants to Be Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Anyway, so this Cranston play I saw, it was about him. He was the professor at a university.
I remember you telling me about this.
Did I tell it on the pod? On a pod? Not this pod.
So.
This is the pit.
I don't think so.
He's a professor of a university, and there's like a white.
Oh, but he like rails again.
It's like a white nationalist who's coming to speak, and he's like, "We must let him speak. This is we must give voice to anyone. That's the freedom of speech. That's the great thing about." And
listen, we agree.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, sure.
Some people should shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you should. But so then you're like, okay, I guess he's just a free speech absolutist. Is that but then at the end it turns out that like he's only doing it because he's writing a book about World War II, and these Nazis who are coming to speak at the college are like, we'll give you this sacred book that you're looking for. So it's like really muddled. It really stunk. And we laughed.
What was it called?
Fuck. It was called like, it's something to do with sales.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
Because in the curtain opened at the beginning and there was a ship model in a glass case. And I leaned over to Sarah. I was like, that thing is breaking in Act 3.
Oh, yeah. And it did?
Someone threw a rock at it.
A racist rock?
I think they were mad at him because then someone got shot and killed by the Nazis. I can't remember.
Well, yeah, brother.
This play really stunk. And when we were walking out, there were a lot of like sort of boomer types out at the end. They were like, that was incredible. And we were like, be you.
Sure. Well, sorry I mentioned Bryan Cranston.
Well, it's also just crazy to see Cranston like really going for it. You know, he was going full Walter White up there.
I think he loves
He was like
doing
standing at the edge of the stage being like, we must invite them to like bulging veins in the neck.
He's a capital A actor.
Yes. And you're like, you're doing this for this? it's suddenly just the scales fall from the eyes and you're like, this is just a guy yelling in a play that sucks.
Were you the one that mentioned that thing? And it's like, it was like straight dudes talk about like, this is incredible acting. You got to see it. And it's just like a compilation of guys screaming.
I didn't show you that. That sounds funny.
Really funny. And it's
it.
true.
Yeah.
It happens quite a lot.
Anyway, we got carried away with Cranston there.
We were talking about being in season 50 of I think I'm really good at that. Going back and
that is good. Yeah, that was good. I try to be that way with conversations at social gatherings and stuff.
Sometimes it makes me not listen to what they're saying so I can keep the thread in case somebody asks what were we talking about.
Oh, I know. You've been sitting there for 40 minutes, stone cold silent, staring at everyone waiting for a pause.
Noting the topics in my head, but not paying attention to anything until they change. Write that down. We're in the Quizard's pit. You're 50. It's great news. We're having a wonderful time in here. I hope you enjoyed the first suck into the Quizard's pit, and the second suck hopefully will be just as good.
Second suck. Once again, we got to shout out Nick Lutsko.
Nick Lutsko for the incredible theme.
Amazing. And a big shout out to Craig Gleason for the artwork.
Yes.
The cover art for this show. I'm a huge fan of Craig Gleason. Follow him on Instagram. The Moon Ghoul is his Instagram.
The Moon Ghoul.
And Nick Lutsko, you can find him.
Holy boats. Lutsko.
Yeah. I was listening to some more of his music when I was in Chicago over the weekend. Really loved it.
Yeah. I've always been a fan, but the theme has made me like dig a little bit deeper and be like, everything he does.
Because here's the thing.
Joy.
If you're not familiar with Nick Lutsko, he does a lot of like funny songs on YouTube.
Songs from the internet, part 1 and part 2.
That's right. But his albums are outside of the funny internet songs. His other,
just as good.
Just as good.
Yeah.
If not better.
Yeah.
Really great.
Yeah.
So we're very humbled that I think he was looking compassionately upon our current situation.
Well, he knows
getting sucked up into the pit every week.
Nobody likes to get sucked up into the Quizard's pit.
No, I got to be honest. This time I kind of liked it.
Oh.
It still hurt, but the pain was a little different.
It's kind of like a tattoo. You're getting used to it. They say that with tattoo, you get addicted.
I warmed up to them on their second or third album, yeah.
Did they have more than one album?
I don't know. I was going out. I didn't think you'd call me out for that.
I was talking about Tattoo this weekend.
Did Tattoo do all the things she said?
Yeah. I remember specifically because I think that they were at the VMAs. Couldn't have been the Kids' Choice Awards, but I don't know.
Did they kiss?
They kissed. And I was like, am I allowed to be looking at this? And then I remember this is a separate tangential thing about the Kids' Choice Awards. Maybe it wasn't the Kids' Choice Awards.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Was that Nickelodeon?
They had Savage. They had Savage Garden.
Loved Savage Garden.
That one
Ooh,
song.
I want you, I don't know if I need you. Ooh, yes, goosebumps. Yeah, let's call back to the previous episode. Why not?
Yeah. And you get anything exciting over the weekend? I went to a birthday party that was a lot of fun.
You went to a fun birthday party? I guess I technically went to a birthday party as well. My good friend Steve, 10 years ago, for one of my other friends' birthdays, we did an escape room in Chicago.
I don't like escape rooms, but continue.
I don't like a lot of them. But when we did the escape room 10 years ago, I think we set the record.
Wow.
And the guy...
No one's escaped this fast before.
He said no one's ever escaped.
You fucked our whole thing up.
But they also commended us for not using hints, because you can ask for hints in those things.
And when you ask for hints, is it like just some guy going like, here,
they usually
look over there?
They usually knock on the door and say like, seems like maybe there's something going on with the books.
That's the hint.
I wouldn't know because I don't do it.
That's true. It's like a little PlayStation side character.
Yeah.
I think we can use that rope.
When they just start saying the same thing over and over again.
I'm doing it. Calm down.
That's what makes me stop playing games.
Yeah.
When they're like, just do this. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Who was going to get there? I get it.
So my friend Steve, the
Steve I know?
Yes.
Cool.
He was like, you know what? I'm going to be 40. Or is he 41? Anyway, it was his birthday. And he was like, I want to do another No Hints Crew escape room.
That's cool. And commit to no hints.
Commit to no hints.
Yeah.
Because they opened up a new escape room business in Woodfield Mall, which I've talked about before, one of my favorite mall in the world.
I don't think you've ever mentioned it.
In the pit, I guess I haven't.
I was being facetious because you've
talked about it a lot. I talk about it a lot. It's a good mall. And I got to tell you, I haven't been there in like 5 years. It's good to be back.
Nice.
It's good to be back at the mall. And it was really nice to be recognized at the mall. It hit.
As Shane from the Quizard pit.
It hit. Yeah, they were like, you're in that pit.
Yeah, I thought you got sucked up to the pit. And you're like, it just happens. And when I'm there, nothing matters here.
No.
Yeah.
By the way, no time passed. We got back from the pit. And there was everything. We were in the middle of our rehearsal birthday.
Yeah. We were like, what?
Yeah. It was very strange.
But we remembered everything that happened here.
Yeah.
Nobody else seemed to even bat an eye that we had been gone for somewhere between an hour and a half.
Yeah. Our noses were bleeding.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who cares?
They stopped after like 4 hours. Yeah.
That's not new.
It was nice to be recognized at the mall. It felt right. You know? I love when people stop me in Schaumburg and they're like,
I'm famous.
What are you doing here? And I go, I'm from Schaumburg, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Eddie
I
Vedder.
show him my tattoo. I pull. What does Eddie Vedder do?
He's from Evanston. And I'm assuming he says, I'm from Evanston, bitch.
Yeah, he would if he was from Evanston.
I'm from Evanston.
Yeah. So we did the escape room there, and it was really, really inspired. When we didn't do hints, get a load of this. I think this would make your blood boil.
Oh, no. I was literally just about to say, maybe I should do an escape room.
No, they're really fun. They're really fun. So on the first one, we did 2 escape rooms. The first one was called Blockbuster Video, and you were in a Blockbuster type space.
Sure.
And there was a stock room where they were like, don't go. There was a robot at the counter. He was like, don't go in there. I
love that already.
But what you had to do was find 3 DVDs that needed to be returned. And to find them, you would go into you would open the stock room door, and suddenly it would be like an Indiana Jones temple. Small room, but very well themed.
Yeah.
Then the door would close. You'd solve something else. The door would open again. And then the room was different, and it was a pirate thing.
That's cool.
And then the third time, it was like a sci-fi future thing.
That's cool.
Really cool. Anyway, we solved it all. No hints. And the attendant came out. He was like, you guys were actually 20 seconds away from beating the all-time record.
Was it the same guy?
What do you mean?
From the last time?
The last time?
Never mind. The last time that you were at the escape room.
This was a different escape room.
But it could have been the same guy. Sorry.
No,
continue.
I don't think so. This person was rather young.
Okay, sorry.
I think they would have been a toddler. They were probably post 9/11.
When was the last one?
10 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
You might have been in my father's escape room.
Anyway, so he says you were 20 seconds away from the record. And we were like, ugh. And then, very astutely, one of our friends said, did they use hints? And he said, yeah. And we were like, well then the record is ours.
Uh-huh.
We could have used hints. We would have been out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So something to think about, 62 Escape.
Are the hints time locked?
You don't get penalized for them.
But they're not like you can't access them after a certain amount of time. Like that should be what if you're here, you've been here too long, take the hint.
Maybe they also say like, they told us at the beginning, they were like, if it seems like you're stuck, we can always just pop in and give it. And we were like, don't you dare.
Don't you ever do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, but we have people after this. And you go, it doesn't matter.
No.
Well, this is ours.
I mean, close to setting the record.
Yeah. It is your record.
It's our record. Sorry, if you can beat it at 62 Escape with no hints. But it was great. It was nice to go home to Schaumburg, Illinois.
I like that. I poo-pooed on
some escape rooms.
I was just completely forgot what they were called.
What are they called? What are those rooms?
And then I got stuck in the fact that I said I poo-pooed and then stopped talking for a second.
Uh-oh. Well, there are no facilities here in the pit. I poo-pooed.
Yeah, I didn't have to use the restroom last time, but were we evacuated while we were sent through space and time? Because I feel fine.
It's possible there's like a tube that he puts up there. Yeah.
Lots of tubes.
He sucks us up, but while he sucks us up, he sucks us out.
We're going through like some sort of like a Dr. Seuss style thing where all of these things come into us. No, okay. I poo-pooed on escape rooms earlier when I was like, I don't like escape rooms. But the party that I went to this weekend was Survivor themed.
That's fun.
And we had pulled buffs. We were on teams. We were on that team for 4 different games. And it was a lot of fun. And I was like, adults really lose their sense of play.
And that's why, and I got to say, some escape rooms really stink. Some are like,
sure,
you got to like open up all these books and like find pieces of a map, whatever.
Well, you could easily do it lazily.
Yes. Yeah. Easily lazily.
Yeah.
But this one had a nice mix of stuff. There were some like brain teasers, but also you would have loved this. There was one part in the sort of like jungle themed back room where it's kind of hard to explain. Big wall with holes in it, like various holes, and a little thing that you had a ball on with 2 ropes where you had 2 people.
Survivor game.
Very Survivor coded. And I was like, it's like Survivor. Man. I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
They should honestly just have like Survivor
escape
rooms or like, bars.
Why?
Bars.
Why haven't they?
Survivor bar.
Why haven't they? Sorry, for audio listeners, someone else just came in to yell into the microphone and laugh. Why haven't they? I know they like money on Survivor. That's why you got Zach Brown and Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish boomerang.
Billie Eilish boomerang. Why haven't they franchised that into some sort of event? You got your Survivor corporate retreat.
Yeah,
come on.
How often are they using all that out there? They have land.
They're only shooting 2 times a year.
Right. Well, I hear the tube.
Okay.
It's tube time.
It's tube time.
You know, when we hear that tube sound, that's our old pal, the Quizard. Let's see. We got another. Oh.
Two papers.
2 papers.
Okay.
Hello, boys. Welcome back.
Nice.
Great job on last week's topic.
Thank you.
If I may ask, could you all curse a little less?
Oh.
It's just a request.
Yeah, it's probably me. It's a bit of a targeted thing. I
don't really want to mess with the process, so if that's part of it, I guess fuck it, right?
Oh, okay, it's cool. Forget it.
Anyway, today's topic is a spooky one. Oh. Vampires.
Vampires. I knew this, again, because of the dreams.
Oh, this is
a dream.
This is only our second week, so I kind of forgot about the dream thing.
I guess we don't necessarily know what we're going to be talking about today, but we know we have the facts and knowledge because...
Well, now every week, every time I dream something, I'm doing extensive research on it.
Yeah, that's actually dangerous.
Sarah was telling me a couple weeks ago, I thought this was really funny, that she dreamt that I had a condition called clock tower syndrome.
Is that a real condition?
No.
Okay.
And I just kept wanting to go up to like high heights and like look out.
That's funny. Clock tower syndrome. I like that.
I was laughing real hard at the thought.
Did you write that name down as like, oh, it's my new YA novel?
I thought it was so fun. Clock
tower syndrome.
All right, good luck. Hope this episode doesn't suck. Tee-hee, get it?
You said tee-hee?
Because of vampires, the Quizard.
Yeah.
We also have some mail that we'll read later.
Oh, exciting. He's kind of just doing it all in one package.
I guess he's sending us mail from you guys. And if you'd like to send us words of encouragement or, potential topics you want to hear us talk about, I don't know if the Quizard fields all those
I assume
things.
He's reading the letters.
I think he is.
Which is nice of him to send us the one from Barack Obama.
It was really nice.
Saying, we're going to get you out of there. He doesn't see...
He's not worried about it, I don't think.
No, it's like pluribus, where it's like, okay, but if they're fine with this, I don't understand.
Yeah, but I think he also knows that Barack Obama, even with all his drones, can't get us out of here.
That's a scary thought, to be quite frank.
I put his letter on the wall.
Well, Barry, part of me wonders if that letter's a crime in any way, but it's okay.
It's not a crime.
Okay.
We think Barack Obama's going to sue us?
For writing, I mean, he wrote the letter, so I guess.
He wrote the letter.
Yeah.
All we have to clarify is that he definitely wrote that letter.
That's probably...
Then we're not going to get in trouble.
Legal precedent.
How hard is that? Well, we'll read the fan mail later.
Vampires.
Oh, but I wanted to say, if you want to submit anything, email us at quizardspit
at gmail.com.
Or you can leave us a voicemail at
818 ooh ah 275 ooh ah 4585 ooh.
Well, I'll hang on to the fan mail, the listener mail here.
Yeah. They don't have to be fans.
They don't have to be fans. That's why I changed it.
Die up there.
They might just be intrigued by this whole experiment.
I hope you do die up there in the pit.
Or down here. It's still, jury's out.
Yeah, part of me, we get sucked up, but I guess that's phrasing we use.
It feels like we're going up.
Well, it's out of both space and time. Yeah. So we're using these like directional languages out of just...
Maybe they're not real.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
We're grasping at straws here.
Yeah, you're right.
So, and we don't really know anything about the Quizard either. So everything that we assume it's a humanoid. What if it's like it and it's a spider?
Pennywise.
With a hat.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
Do you want to... Why'd you go first this time? Did I go first last time?
I can't remember.
give it a go.
Okay. My first one's an easy one.
Okay.
I found this fascinating. It's not necessarily about vampires, but it is adjacent to vampires. I didn't realize that Bela Lugosi was not the first choice for Dracula. Oh, and that's not the most interesting part of what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Do you think this will count?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Quizard took my fact last week about animals not celebrating birthdays. That was clearly enough.
We don't know if he accepted it because I threw a little extra one in there.
Okay. I think he took it.
Okay. Maybe he only needs 2. And he's just saying 3 to cover us.
He's hedging his bets.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so despite Bela Lugosi and Lon Chaney and Boris Karloff are like the guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go, these are your universal monsters. Lon Chaney did.
And what's his name as the Invisible Man? You know that guy?
Yeah, but I don't know who that was.
He was in Casablanca.
He was?
Yeah.
Humphrey Bogart?
No.
You can't
get out of Casablanca.
You can't see me. You can't see me. See, is that him?
No, that sounds like
not W.C. Fields.
Like Scarface or like the.
You can't see me. That's what he does.
That sounds like James Cagney or something.
Of all the gin joints in the world, you had to come into mine.
Of all the gin joints in all the world. Sam, give me this song. Give me, come on.
Play it again,
Sammy boy.
He's him as Invisible Man.
You can't see me, Sammy.
Why don't you can't see me sometime? Sometimes comedy is just digging in the mud for a long time and then
going, it's just mud, I guess. Time to wash our hands.
That's true. Anyway, Lon Chaney did the Phantom and the what was the other Lon Chaney one?
Lon Chaney was Phantom and then he was werewolf, right?
And werewolf.
Wolfman.
And he did his own makeup famously.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, Carl Laemmle Jr. was producing and adapting Dracula into a film, the one we all know and love with Bela Lugosi.
I've never seen it.
His father, Carl Laemmle Sr., the founder of Universal Pictures, would only let him make the movie if he cast Lon Chaney as Dracula.
Oh, but he initially had plans to cast someone else? You said, oh, I see. They wanted Lon Chaney.
Yeah, he said, you're only making Dracula.
That's too many
Sonny boy.
That's too many Cheneys.
I know.
You already got Chaney, Wolf. Well, was Chaney already Wolfman and Phantom at this point?
Yes. He had done it all because he died. And they had to cast someone else.
So he was gonna be, but
he
then he died?
And he died.
I didn't know that.
And then they said, well, someone else, I guess.
And then you get,
and it went to Bela
here
Lugosi.
Comes Bela Lugosi. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I just watched The Frankenstein, Boris Karloff from 1931, same year. And God, it goes. It's crazy.
I watched that at Halloween this past year and specifically Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes.
Which I didn't realize, because I had seen Frankenstein before.
Yeah.
I think in its entirety, but I had never seen Bride of Frankenstein. And then when I watched Bride of Frankenstein, I was like, oh, this is where all the Frankenstein stuff comes from.
That's pretty much where it all got locked in.
Yeah, really cool.
I find those old movies so fascinating because I think it's like, I don't know what it is, the way we're taught when we're kids or whatever. Maybe it's like the transatlantic accent or whatever, where they do in old movies where you go, that must have been so far away from the way life is now. Right?
Yeah.
And then you watch those movies and you go, they're just like us.
Just like me for real.
Really I too am cutting up cadavers and reanimating them.
Yeah.
But
there is a lot of relatable stuff in there. The Invisible Man, which I watched around Halloween too, has a lot of great stuff where people are like, huh? He's invisible?
Yeah. It's crazy when people
are like really freaked out.
In
like
a
when
modern
he runs
way.
through like the little inn that he's staying in. Everyone's like, what the fuck? Bride of Frankenstein, I did not realize the bride herself had such little screen time.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what her character was like. She just screeched like a bird and then died, which was really cool.
That's the case in some other things as well, where they're just like, oh, this is the guy.
It's
from
so
the movie?
Her screen time is so short, and just obviously the sort of iconography of her is crazy. But I was
she's hot.
Yeah, extremely. Well, she also, that actress is in the movie earlier playing Mary Shelley.
Oh.
Which is cool. It's sort of like a nesting.
Yeah.
device.
That's what they did with The Bride.
Yes. Which
I think she also plays Mary Shelley.
Yeah. Did you see The Bride?
No.
Me neither. I guess we're just like the rest of America.
Again, I haven't seen a lot of movies recently.
No, it's not the year of the
Someone
movie.
messaged me and said, hey, do you want to see a movie this weekend? And I was like, what would I even see?
I saw Hoppers.
That was 2 months ago.
You know.
I saw Project Hail Mary. That was it.
Tomorrow I'm seeing Hokum.
With
Adam Scott. I'm going to a haunted hotel to a screening.
That's exciting.
I'm very excited.
There's a lot of haunted stuff coming out.
Yeah. Horror big right now.
Anyway, that's my first fact.
I love that.
Interesting.
That's a great fact.
Thank you.
Here's my first fact, and I'm going to phrase it almost like a question. It's almost like almost like a quiz.
You almost knocked over the orb.
Oh, did I get close?
Don't touch it, dude.
I'm going to phrase this almost like a quiz to see if that gets us any points with the big man.
Yeah.
If you had to distract a vampire, what would be the best way to do it?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
I would cut my hand open.
Uh-huh.
And I do I put my hand out like this. And I go over here. Distract them from what? From me?
From killing you.
Oh.
I guess that would sort of make him go like, yum. Yeah.
Distract them from killing me.
Like you had to get away. You
okay, fine, I'll do it. And I'd be don't kill me, I'll become a vampire. That's sire me.
We kind of got right into it, but would you ever become a vampire? I feel like we maybe talked about this on Get Scared at some point.
I think vampires are really cool. I would not want to feed on people, but as a vegan, I think that's okay. But sometimes they have to kill.
You would die then.
Sometimes they have to kill animals. Like in the interview with the vampire, they're killing animals like crazy.
Killing animals.
And he's like, I don't want to kill animals anymore. I want people.
When Interview with the Vampire came out, I think Kirsten Dunst is roughly my same age.
Uh-huh.
She's like my same grade. Well, it came out, I was very young and I saw her and I was like, I have crush on her.
Uh-huh.
I was also a little boy. But then in the movie, she has like dead people among her stuffed animals and dolls and stuff. I was too young to be watching this film. There's like naked people.
Dream girl.
And I was like,
she's a little weird. She's a little random.
Have you ever seen Only Lovers Left Alive?
No.
It's a old Jimmy Jarmusch.
Stranger Than Paradise.
Of course. It's got Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton, I think.
Okay.
And they are vampires.
The hallmarks of a movie I haven't seen.
Hiddleston and Swinton?
Yeah, kind of.
What other?
They do a lot of stuff.
The Life of Chuck. You're not out there watching Mr. Chuck dance through life?
No, I didn't see that.
No.
Like
was that year of the movie? Life of Chuck.
It was the year of the movie.
Life of Chuck trying to pull it down.
There were
down the year of the movie.
There were a lot of big stinkers in the year of the movie.
But they didn't hold a candle to the bangers. That one's cool because it is like they live in Detroit.
Okay.
And they've been alive for hundreds of years. So they just are like, well, we've read a lot of books and we listen to a lot of music and we have a lot of skills.
Yeah.
It's really lovely.
That's cool.
I think Anton Yelchin shows up as a little vampire.
Oh.
He's not little. He's pretty old when I think it was shortly before his death.
Oh.
But he plays another vampire.
That's cool.
It's a great
I like vampire stuff. I'm always into it.
Me too. It's a fun thing to think about.
It's a fun thing to mess around with.
What would you do, And it's also fun to wonder about immortality, you know? Like,
I do think that.
Not in the sense like, I want to be it, but like, what would that do to your body?
I would love all the time in the world.
Sure.
Truly.
Yeah.
I think that I would really do well.
I always say that. Like, I think it would be sad, obviously, because, you know, you'd have to lose a lot of
Everybody you know would die.
Yeah.
But, okay, so that would be bad for, and I'm not being glib here, that would be bad for the crop of people I know right now.
Yeah.
But then I'd be ready for it.
Oh, the next time, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody I meet the second I become a vampire is nothing to me.
Yes. Yeah.
But then I guess I'd be like, well, shit, you're really cool and you're going to die.
But it's almost, what then at that point though, would you be treating loved ones, not that you would love them any less, but you would almost treat them like pets.
Dogs, yeah.
Where you'd be like, look, I'm going to be around a long time.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you through the drive-through and then I'm going to take you out and put you down. I guess you don't have
French fries.
I guess you don't have to kill all your
Give me
loved
my
ones.
99-year-old wife some French fries and saying it's been nice knowing you. Appreciate it. Getting a tattoo of her.
Among the many other tattoos of your previous
That's a cool
wives.
Okay, that is something. If there was a vampire in a movie that had tattoos of all of the loved ones from his life,
and they're just covered?
They're covered. Someone in high school would tell me that's really cool.
I think that's really neat.
I like it.
That's pretty good.
You don't think about that. That's how they would talk about stuff.
I like that a lot.
Anyway, I think that I would do better than some at being a vampire, but worse than others.
Yeah. Same with me. I think there's some people like Ryan Bergara, when you talk about like living, 200 years, 300 years, he wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I see the appeal. It would be difficult to outlive everyone you love.
But you're young forever and you're strong.
Yeah, if you do it at the right time.
Did you get locked in as an old vampire?
Pretty sure you get locked into your whatever age you are. So now's the time.
What happened to Dracula? He got older.
I don't know. How would you distract a vampire?
I thought I already said so.
You'd cut your hand open?
I'd say, let me be one.
Yeah. Well, the actual best way to do it, I don't know. I guess this is apparently a common vampire trait across cultures, that they have arithmomania, which is a compulsion to count things, which I assume. No. I know. We're talking the count from Sesame Street. I think that is informed by this.
I know about that. It's on my stuff.
It's on your stuff.
Yes.
Do we get a prize for that if we both have the same fact?
That's a perfect list buster.
That's a Quizard?
Yes, I have this. I can't believe when you asked me that question, I didn't even think, because that was the way that they do it.
Throw down a bunch of rice.
Yeah. And I
saw someone say rice.
Yeah. Poppy seeds.
Rice. I don't know if anyone's done a deep dive on like why they feel compelled to do that. I saw someone being like, it has something to do with immortality and time, and like even taking note of numbers is amusing to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
So you were about to mention the count from
Sesame I don't know if the count from Sesame Street, I guess I assume he's informed by that very thing. Or I don't know if the joke is just his name is the Count, so he's a vampire. He loves the Count.
I have that in my research.
What do you have?
So I looked up the same thing. I was like, this is really fascinating. I didn't know this about the counting stuff. In 1972, early in his tenure at Sesame Street, Norman Stiles, a comedy writer, thought up a pun, the Count.
Mm-hmm.
After conceiving the Amazing Mumford, I don't know what it is.
Amazing Mumford and Sons?
No, the Amazing Mumford. I don't know what he said. He said, what if Count Dracula taught counting? That was the conceit of the idea.
Yeah.
And then he said, I thought it would be funny, but I didn't really know what to teach it with it. To just teach counting would be boring. So that's what he said.
So you have to make it a vampire.
No, he was just like, it would be funny if Count Dracula taught counting. That's the extent of my idea.
Well, it's a good idea.
It's great.
Everybody loves him.
I love the Count. Well, Two episodes.
He's got bats too, right?
Yeah.
Betty, is it? He says that.
Does he say that?
I think that's what.
Betty, you're so Betty.
I don't think he says that.
I think so.
Yeah.
But that's fascinating. Yeah. Is
I had never heard that about them.
Is erythromania also the obsessive compulsive disorder? Is that a different phrase for the same thing?
I mean, OCD can apply to a lot of things. Erythromania
is specific.
Specifically,
must count.
Yeah. Arithmo.
Yeah.
Math.
Very fascinating. Great point. Great one. Can I go off of that with the bats?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, many people know this. So
you slightly English there for a second.
Can I go off of that with the bats?
Yeah.
All right. So people know about vampire bats, right? That's, maybe they don't, and that's enough of a fact for you.
So
of the 1,300 species of bat, only 3 drink blood.
These are the vampire bats?
The vampire bats. And
are there 3 species of vampire bats, or are there 3 species, one of which is a vampire bat?
I think it's 3 species, one of which is a bat, one of which is a vampire bat.
2 other bats not called vampire bats that also drink blood.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I have met vampire bats in my life.
Oh.
Yeah. I went at the Dulles Zoo in Washington, D.C. I believe they had vampire bats.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember them showing us how they feed them. And it was...
Is it a blood bag?
Crazy.
What do they do?
They put like it's like dishes of blood.
So vampire bats regularly, when they're not in captivity, what are they drinking blood from?
So they drink blood from like the feet oxen? And legs of oxen. Some of them, the different species of vampire bat.
Feet and legs.
Yes, because their teeth are so sharp that they are drawing blood from animals that don't even realize they're getting bled.
Yeah.
So I'm doing something with my teeth and going, they bite them, saw open a little thing. Their saliva prevents clotting.
So the wound there's got to be some sort of, numbing or clotting solution going on there.
And then they just drink the blood as it dribbles away. And so they're not like sucking it. They cut it, it dribbles out, and then they lick it.
Like a little ice cream cone.
Exactly like an ice cream cone. Exactly. That's such a good comp. Great job, Shane. And then the other thing that I found interesting, so they have to feed constantly.
That's like vampires.
Exactly. So they have to feed constantly, and they can like drink. They drink as much as they can, but they can store up to 5 teaspoons worth of blood.
That's a lot of blood. A teaspoon's always bigger than I think.
I know. I was just cooking this past week.
I'm always like, are you sure?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes when I get the half a teaspoon, I'm like, really? I always think a half a teaspoon is what a teaspoon should be. In my brain. Yeah. When I see a half a teaspoon, if I had to eyeball, I'd be like, that's a teaspoon.
Yeah. I completely agree. So 5 teaspoons worth of blood in their tummies.
That's a good chunk of blood.
And then it takes about they have to feed about every 48 hours, which is often.
Especially when you got to find a leg, but I don't know what their main habitat is. Maybe there's a lot of livestock.
All of that stuff, I really anticipated people going, we know this.
You got a crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vampire bats care for each other and show true altruism.
Do they celebrate birthdays?
They don't. If one bat doesn't get enough food, another can and will regurgitate blood to feed them.
That's really beautiful to think about.
Isn't it so sweet?
Yeah.
Because I know that you're like, ew, vampire bats. Nasty.
But to think of a vampire bat, like we're at lunch and you're going, and me going, hang on, buddy, give me your head. Vomiting blood into your mouth.
Yeah.
That's really
It's really very sweet.
That's friendship.
I think so too.
That's really nice.
So wow. Vampire bats while I was researching about vampire bats, I was like, how did they get so connected with vampires? Right?
Yeah.
Because they suck blood. Vampires are synonymous with bats. Someone in the 1800s figured this out, and that's part of the lore. And they discovered them in 1810. Darwin.
Like vampire time?
A little bit before, yeah.
A little bit before.
And then Darwin kind of cataloged them in 1839, I believe.
I gotta read more about Mr. Darwin, see what he's up to.
I think he was kind of an idiot, right?
I think maybe a little bit.
That's my understanding.
That's kind of why I want to read more about him.
Yeah. I mean, he did a lot of like other people's work.
Is that so?
Yeah, I think he did a lot of like other people. Oh, they said this. I'm going to figure this out. A lot of like conclusions to jump to. Yeah. Anyway, vampire bats.
I love it.
That's my second.
My next one is about the New England vampire panic.
Ooh.
You seen this? You heard of this?
No.
This was in the late 18th and early 19th centuries on the east coast of the United States of America, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Vermont, Massachusetts. So there was this trend where they were routinely digging up deceased people.
Mm-hmm.
And if they found liquid blood in any of the organs, they would pull the organs out. There was a lot of different ways they would go about it. Sometimes,
who's they?
So
okay,
they believed that if a family was sick, that sometimes if there was a deceased person in that family, that the deceased person was like a vampire who was causing the rest of the family to get sick.
Oh.
And what it turns out was it was just consumption. It was tuberculosis, which spreads very easily among a family.
Sure. Interesting. People were so stupid.
It's very funny to read about this because there's countless like examples of like, well, these people dug up this person to help their family and they set the organs on fire and chopped up the body, whatever. Sometimes they decapitated the body. And they all ended with like, it did not help them.
Sure. Yeah.
The other thing they did is they would set the bodies on fire and inhale the smoke, or sometimes they would eat the ashes. That's pretty cool.
Like a one of those fun dips.
Like one of those fun dips. Yeah, maybe they had the little sugar stick.
That was always so gross because you had to lick it and then put it in there. It stuck on.
What was gross about that? I love that.
But it stuck on your saliva. You made a saliva.
But it's your saliva. Pop. It's your spit.
I know, but you made a
Quizard spit.
You made a saliva-based popsicle.
Hey, that's okay though.
I guess so.
I got no issues with it. I love that stuff. What about those? Didn't they have like ring pops that were like that? Where
ring
it was
pops,
like you're supposed to dunk these.
Baby bottle pops were like
that's
that.
What I'm thinking of. Baby bottle.
Baby bottle pop. That's all I got.
Is that
baby bottle pop
from a commercial?
Yes, from the baby bottle pop commercial.
That's really all there is to that. It seems they didn't really have a great idea of what vampires were at the time. They were just like, we think these dead bodies are killing the rest of their families.
When was this?
The late 18th, early 19th century.
So this is prime. Like Bram Stoker's Dracula had come out like 20 years prior.
Early 19th century. Yeah, I guess so. Right? When did that come out?
I want to say like 1860 something or other.
Oh, so this would have been before that. Early 19th century would have been the 1800s, right? Yes. Okay,
so this was then just when the vampire book started coming out. People started writing about vampires all the time.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were other people throughout the country who sort of observed this all going on. They were like, what the fuck are they doing?
Weirdos.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And how long did this last?
It seemed to, I mean, it wasn't like a thing where, like the Salem witch trials, where it was like a very condensed, localized thing. It seemed to be like sort of a strange trend that occurred over the course. It said late 18th to early 19th century. So I want to say like a few decades where people were like, this is probably something we should do.
Oh, the 18th century is 1700s?
Yeah.
Oh, I always get that mixed up.
It doesn't, it's.
Let's just all agree to call it what it was.
We're now in. This is the 21st century.
But it shouldn't be.
They should, like the first one should just be called let's just wipe it from the book.
It's much like the traditional age in Korea, where the first one is the first century.
Yeah. They should.
0 to 100.
So year 0 is when they killed Jesus anyway. Why should we even, what happened in the 100 years after that? Nothing. What happened in those 100 years? Can you name a single thing?
I genuinely don't know.
What movies came out?
Yeah. No TV, no movies. Big whoop. I agree. I agree with you saying that.
Let's hear your second?
Last.
Oh, yeah, we're moving on.
My last fact of the day. Can't do that one.
I want to say if anyone wants to write in with a suggested topic, throw in your own fact about it.
That's fun, yeah.
And I love that. We'll save it for the end. Or maybe the beginning. I don't know.
Okay, so this was fascinating because obviously Bram Stoker's Dracula is kind of the pinnacle work of the vampire books.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
I've never read it. Have you read it?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. It's another one of those letter books. We're writing letters.
Epistolary?
Yeah.
There's I heard it's fun. There's like cowboys in it.
Maybe.
There's like cowboys, I think.
It was a while ago. I read a lot of that stuff when I was in high school.
Is Frankenstein also an epistolary? Letters?
Yes. That one I read very recently. Yeah. I love Frankenstein.
Okay, lay it on me.
In the original legends, the only way to kill a vampire was to cut its head off.
Yeah, okay.
The idea was that a stake in the chest would keep the vampire pinned to the ground. And that's where it comes from.
Oh.
So it's the stake in the chest, because a wooden stake through the heart is what kills a vampire in a lot of lore.
Yeah.
Right? In Dracula, I think it's just sunlight. But you can kill. He will die in sunlight, but you can kill him with a stake through the chest.
That was one of the other things I was reading, is that in a lot of early vampire stuff, sunlight didn't necessarily kill them. It just made them weaker.
Yeah. They were, well, the other thing to remember is that vampires are made up and not real.
That's true. That's maybe the biggest fact of all. Don't forget.
Yeah. Because some people go, well, that's not really how they work. Well, they're not real.
You could just make up whatever you want about it.
You can do it. Yeah. Let's start the lore that vampires find me hot. All of them.
Every single one. Even the Count.
Yeah.
Meti.
That's really good. Yes. And so, and it would get, and pinning them to the ground would give the killer time to cut its head off.
Oh!
Mm-hmm. Later on, it would be claimed that the head would have to be burned. Still later, it was said that the ashes had to be dropped in a swift flowing river. By the time Bram Stoker's work came out, the belief was simply that the act of staking a vampire could kill it, as well as exposure to sunlight.
Whoa, I like that.
Because it said that
to the ground, then you cut their head off. Wow.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna stake you to the ground while I saw your head off.
Yeah,
probably saw.
That can't be easy. Well, you don't think they just use a big axe? Chop, nice chop.
Then why would you have to pin it to the ground? For some reason, pinning it to the ground makes me think it's gonna take a while.
I want to go back and rewatch Nosferatu to see what other weird little vampire. Because there's that thing where Nicholas Hoult is in the little village outside of Orlok's manor or whatever, his castle. And they're doing stuff in the village that I think is like they go to like dig up a grave or something, and there's a woman
They're going to kill a woman. They're going to kill a young girl. Yeah, yeah.
But don't they like dig up someone or something?
Something around that. Yeah.
I was reading that one of the other things is that horses can't walk over a vampire's grave.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can't or won't?
Won't, I think.
Can I say?
Yeah.
I know we're only 2 episodes in.
It's a lot of fun.
I really love this show.
It's a lot of fun. Also, I encourage everyone to join the party down there. Like if you're watching this, listening to this,
Pit Crew, sound off.
Pit Crew, chime off in the comments with your own fun facts or your fun stories about the topics.
Oh, I love that.
We love to hear it. You know.
Yeah.
My final thing. So this is like vampire adjacent. This is something I had not heard of.
Vampire adjacent? Are you talking about some sort of crossover Dracula versus
Jason?
Friday the 13th?
Dracula the 13th.
Is that what you said? You said vampire adjacent?
I said vampire adjacent, Matt.
I think
you know that.
I see now.
This is about a ghoul of a specific type called a Penangalan? Penangalan?
Penangalan.
It's Malay. It's a Malay ghost.
Were you getting ahead of that so I didn't say anything about the word?
No,
it's Malay. Well, I didn't have anything prepared. It's Malay before you go goofing off.
Yeah, I didn't know about this. It's a nocturnal vampiric entity. And what I found so striking about it is its physical appearance. It is a floating woman's head, and from her neck is dangling all of her organs and entrails.
That's so cool.
So during the day, they present as like a living woman. And then at night, the head lifts from the body and seeks the blood of, I believe, like pregnant women and young boys.
Okay.
And sometimes also, I think, seeks out menstrual blood.
Okay.
And goes licking. Now, a lot.
Come on, man.
No, it does.
I know, but the way you drop that
No, it does.
and goes licking.
It has a really long tongue. And
I might have seen some art about this.
Well, I was reading, I think that it's featured in the game Dead by Daylight, a version of it, though I looked up the character design and it was not as scary to me.
Did you find any art of this that seemed cool to look at?
On the Wikipedia page, yes. The one on the Wikipedia page is like clearly just like amateur drawing, but it's like in the style. It's so amateur that it's like spooky.
Oh yeah, like
it's spelled PENANGGAL. AN or EN?
I have service in the Quizard's Pit. This is cool.
That's great.
Way to find out.
Are you seeing this thing? Are you seeing a little drawing?
Yeah, but a lot of these drawings are too good. So I know what you mean.
But did you look on the Wikipedia page?
No.
That's the one you got to look at.
This is weird.
Yeah.
I don't see any art on the Wikipedia page.
No?
Oh, yeah. Never mind. That?
Yeah, I like that.
That's cool.
There's something about that I like.
This would be the drawing that you'd put in your notebook and then they'd be like, we're going to talk to your parents.
Yeah, it looks like a seventh grader drew it.
Yeah. That's cool.
So I guess also in the region where this is popular, the stilt houses are very common.
Okay.
And the tale says that they hide under the stilts and then have a really long tongue. that you know.
Long tongue is scary.
Long tongue is scary
because it violates.
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
What's the scariest long tongue you can think of right now?
Scariest long tongue. Let me think.
I only got Scooby-Doo in my head, and that's not scary.
There's the one Nightmare on Elm Street where the tongue come through phone.
Yes.
I don't like that.
That's really nasty.
Yeah.
Because he says something nasty there too.
He's like,
by all means.
No, I don't want. He says some messed up stuff.
He says some nasty stuff.
He's a really bad guy.
Nasty guy. From Jump. Child murderer.
Yeah. Or worse, depending who you ask.
Yeah.
2 ways to definitively kill the Penanggalan, which I think are really cool.
Yeah. Can I guess one of them?
Yeah.
I would cut off the organs.
That's a good call.
I would grab the tongue and swing it around like a snake. Bash its head. And they'd be like,
The 2 ways to do it. Number 1, which I think is really metal, is you pour broken glass down the neck cavity of the body because it leaves the body. The head leaves the body and the body is just
so the body's somewhere.
Yes. So then when it goes back in the body, the organs go back in and it gets all cut up.
That's nuts.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the other way to do it, which I think is really fun.
But I imagine when you're doing that, they're like, this is going to get so bad. This is gonna get the Penanggalan when it comes back. It's going to be like,
Put some like Diet Coke and Mentos in there. The other way to do it is to turn the body around so that when the head goes back on, it's backwards. And then during the daytime, everyone will see a backwards head on a body and be like, wait a minute.
Aren't you that? Yeah. Piece of crumb cake.
Oh, and the other thing.
You just no-sold that? I said piece of crumb cake.
Piece of cake, piece of crumb cake.
Because isn't his head backwards on his body?
Goes, Casper, yeah.
Isn't his head backwards on his body?
You're right. God damn, I'm sorry.
Dude. It's all right.
I'm -- Casper fan.
I know. You were the one I was doing it for.
No, it's piece of cake. Piece of crumb cake.
There you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah. There are also some people say they're closer to witches, and that they achieved their form by meditating in a vat of vinegar. I think that's cool.
Meditating in a vat of vinegar.
Yeah.
A stinky witch.
Stinky witch. That's the Penanggalan.
What was the second way of killing him? Did you say? Oh, head backwards.
Backwards head.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
And
it's really cool. There's a lot of vampire. If you go to Wikipedia category for vampires, there's a bunch, because obviously they're sort of pervasive among a lot of different cultures,
right?
Some form of them. I think these were 6 great facts.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're definitely getting out of the Quizard's Pit today.
I would, goddamn, I hope so.
I would be surprised if we're still here.
I'd like to get back to my life.
Anyway, you want to hit that letter before we get out of here?
Oh, yeah, we got a letter.
Well, then
The Quizard gave us a letter.
Put our shit in the suck tube and then...
Put her shit in the suck tube and fuck off. Let's see here. This one's from the Quizard. And then here's another one. This is from James.
This is from a listener.
On the Watcher Discord, or Wiscord, as it's colloquially known. Hey guys, sorry you're locked in a dungeon. Hope the Quizard doesn't eat you. Then James did sort of a slanty face, you know.
I use that face all the time when I do not know what to say to people when they tell me bad news.
Wow, this is interesting. I want to know how much you know about either dog grooming, climbing Mount Everest, or sports team mascots. Or all 3 if the Quizard is really about to get you.
Okay.
Get you, capital letters, capital G, capital Y.
Interesting.
I don't know that the Quizard is going to... I guess it didn't occur to me until James mentioned it.
He has every chance to get us.
I didn't think that the Quizard would get us.
I think that we're kind of in his good graces right now because we're providing a service. It's when we become useless that we're really in danger.
James concludes, okay, thanks. Hope you escape soon. XO, James.
Thanks, James.
Thank you, James. And thank you for listening and supporting us over the years.
Yeah. Did you say one quick thing about
dog grooming?
You probably don't know shit about that, huh?
I know they like it. I know
some of them
they
don't.
Look funny after. It's really?
Yeah. Willow loves it. My dog loves it.
What? Is Willow in a commercial? Going to be in a commercial?
Yeah, she's in a little commercial for Nordic Naturals, the vitamin company. We had kind of a Nepo hire.
Yeah, but I saw it. Sadie posted on stories about it. It looked like Willow was doing a great job.
She did such a good job.
How hard is it to get a dog to sort of be trained for a commercial like that?
Well, I mean, we kind of just did the stuff that we knew she could do.
I see.
Sitting, giving the paw, giving a high five.
Yeah. One of the most beautiful dogs I've ever seen.
Thank you for saying that. I agree.
I don't know much about dog grooming, climbing Mount Everest, or sports team mascot.
My quick facts on those, dog grooming.
I like this rapid fire of quick facts off the top of your head.
Oh, here's my fact about dog grooming that I think is actually fascinating. Many dogs have fur. Some dogs have hair.
What's the difference?
Hair is just like your and I's head. It grows outward and doesn't stop. Fur will shed. So the hypoallergenic, quote unquote, dogs.
That's hair?
That's hair. So Willow has hair.
Yeah.
Her hair will just grow out forever and ever. Amen. Unless we get it cut.
Fur sheds.
Fur sheds. Yeah. Isn't that nuts?
So Obi has hair?
Fur.
Obi has fur.
Fur.
I guess he sheds, but not very often.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of cat hair in our home.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Strange. Do I have a fact about any of those? Everest. Mount Everest.
There is some sort of like fact about Everest that like you hear all the time.
The thing about like the Rainbow Valley or whatever? Where all the dead people are?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Rainbow Valley? Rainbow Peak? It's some path that you, and I think they cleared it out now. I think they brought a plow up there. Yeah. A bunch of people have died climbing Mount Everest wearing multicolored. Oh! I hit the boulder.
It's a real rock. You didn't think it was real. It's real.
It's a real rock. Look, this rock, that's real. It's not a PNG. They all died up there.
Are they wearing similar clothing or what?
I think they're, many, many different people wearing different jackets, and all the jackets are different colors. So,
So it just looks
like, oh, look at all the colors, but it's just frozen bodies that they can't bring down.
That's
I think they have brought some of them down.
Leave them.
I guess you'd want.
Well, once again, this is me not respecting them.
But that's kind of metal, though. If I'm the kind of person who wants to climb Everest,
1000%,
and I die up there, leave me up there.
If I die in a movie theater, leave me.
Leave him there.
Leave me. Cover me in epoxy so I don't rot.
Or they could just seal it off. Seal it off, turn it into almost like a mummy tomb.
No, I want to keep seeing movies.
Well, they can screen stuff. Just don't let other people in. You're going to start to stink.
No, that's what I'm saying. Cover me in like epoxy. So I harden.
You get real hard.
And then I'm watching. I get to see everything that comes out forever.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I like that. That's my new wish.
They should. I would go to a movie theater that had like fake people in the seats.
Yeah,
you know?
Really?
Yeah, and
really?
they'd like turn to you and be like, if they turn to you and be like, that looks like good popcorn. They were like animatronics. I would pay extra for that.
Yeah.
Or if you, well, this goes back to us doing Humphrey Bogart. If they had famous old actors there who would turn their popcorn, huh? Stuff like that. And they're talking throughout the whole movie.
But they keep going off.
Marilyn Monroe's there going, happy birthday to you.
I really
and JFK's next to her. He's like, reach into my popcorn bucket.
He's a nasty
You
pervert.
are. That's something, right?
I would like an idea of just like an old style animatronic that just goes, shh. And then sits back in the chair. I like that.
See the movies with the stars.
Why haven't people done that?
James, I think you're onto something with
Okay, you do a theater where every 2 seats is separated by one wax figure of a famous person.
Yes.
I like that.
I see you got some popcorn there, Pilgrim.
I had a really morbid thought that
What's that?
I don't know if I could say it in the episode.
You can say it.
Well,
we'll put it on Quizard Pit Plus on watching TV.
My thought was like, it's kind of like decoy for theater shooters.
That's dark.
I told you.
Oh, that's fine. You're right. So, you have to face facts. It's
You go, I want to get there early so I can sit next to the Elliot Gould figure.
Elliot Gould. Is Elliot Gould still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I love him.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Let's get our information out to the Quizard.
Yeah, let's put it back in the thing. Yeah, rip it off here.
It came from over there, so I'll send it over here.
We'll say it once more. If you want to submit anything, voicemails, you can call
818-275-4585 or email us at quizardspit.gmail.
At Gmail.
Quizardspit.
At Gmail.
Why are you? I hate that you're folding it up and putting it in there.
Whatever.
Roll it. Ain't you ever been to a bank before?
I don't think they have you roll it at a bank. You're usually putting an envelope in there. That's why I'm folding it to be more like an envelope.
Whatever, dude.
And let's send it back. Send it back.
Okay. Okay. There it goes.
There it goes.
We got to get out of here now.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening, everybody.
It's happening.
Like, follow, subscribe.
What a joy.
Thank you, Nick Lutsko. Thank you, Studio 71.
Thank you, Craig Gleason, for the art. We'll see you next time.
Bye.